Hey, welcome back to Pappy Tinkers. And today I'm going to show you real quick how to use a feeler gauge for testing the gap on spark plugs. There's three kinds, and I only have two of them with me. The first is this little wedgie type that you can get at like AutoZone or something else, which has a small little ramp that goes all the way around the sides with different numbers on it to give you a basic idea. Now obviously this is not as accurate as the other types, but it's better than nothing and something easy to keep in your car. And the way this is used is you simply take the wedge in and put it in the spark plug in the gap right here. This is called the gap. And you move it around until you start getting resistance. And we can see right here that this is where it's pretty much stopping. A little bit over 70, maybe 71, 72 thousandths of an inch. That's what these are measured in. Thousandths of an inch. So like a typical spark plug would have a gap of 35 thousandths of an inch, which would be right about here. This particular one is supposed to be 47 thousandths, which is right about here. And I don't know if you can hear and see this moving. Now this was actually taken out of a running car, and you might say, well, if it's still running, what's the problem? The problem is how much electricity and energy it takes to bridge this gap to create the spark to ignite the gas in your car. The bigger the gap, the more energy it takes. And if your car's ignition system was designed for a 45 thousandths gap, like this one was, that means that the electrical system is working harder to try to overcome this bigger gap to ignite the spark plugs. Since it's taking longer to ignite the spark, you're getting less power when it's supposed to be needed. And that's going to affect your fuel economy. Now these spark plugs are generally good for, in the modern engines, about 30,000 miles or so. This one has well over 100,000 miles on it. And it was definitely time to be changed. So while this is close, it's not entirely accurate. And when you're putting your new spark plugs in, you want to be as more accurate as you can. As I said before, there are two types of feeler gauges like this. One uses the blades, and each one of these has a different size on it, both in metric and English, of the thickness of this thin blade. And the other type is little rods. Think of pencil lead kind of thing. But again, each one is a different thickness. So what do you do if your gauge, even though this has all these different numbers in it and thicknesses in it, it doesn't have the 47 that this particular spark plug needs? Well, that's pretty easy. Just add it together. So for 47, if this was a new one, I would put a 23 and a 24 thousandths together, and that'll equal 47. But we know this one is bigger, so how would we find out exactly how wide this is? Well, On this, we found out it came up to around 70. So, well, let's just add this closer number 25 to it. And you can see how much thicker this is than just a single blade. So we got 23, 24, and 25, which comes up to about 72 thousandths. For this younger generation, you might have to get out your phone and your calculator if you can't add in your head. And we can see this fits in there, and it's actually a little loose. So let's take out the 25 and put in the, oops, that's, take out the 25, put in the 26. Yeah, it's close enough. So this comes up to about 73 thousandths of an inch gap for this spark plug, which is reasonably close to what it said on this. There's 75 right there. So this is saying about 72, 73. That's pretty accurate. One more thing about this. You notice that I used blades that were very close together. That's because they come up easier. They're closer together, so there's less chance of bending or anything else. Now if I had used, let's see, how about a 35 and a 32, well, even though that point right there, it doesn't get it. And even if I used, see, that gets us up to 62, and go back over to 10 thousandths. You can see there's still this gap there that doesn't quite line up like it should. It's easier to use things that are right next to each other than a big gap like that. So keep that in mind when you use them, and have fun, and remember to check your spark plugs once in a while. Alright, we'll see you later on Pappy Tinkers.